Hey guys, so welcome back. In this session, we are going to rig wheels, and is going to be the auto rotation in it. Yeah, so this is a wheel which I have downloaded from the internet as usual because it's too much to model this kind of detailed. Yeah, and if you want this model, just let me know. I'll put in the drive and give the link to you guys. So yeah, so in this session we are going to see how this tire should be having auto rotate, and what we are going to do, we are also having the pressure of the tire when the put the pressure on the tire, and it will squeeze and squash, I guess squash. It will be coming out from the bottom when the putting pressure of the vehicle on it, and yeah, we're gonna control that. We need to have that kind of controller over, and yeah, and then we have also one of the custom attribute. In that attribute, we're gonna see how we can switch off the auto rotation and turn on the auto rotation, so it will be in our hand. So yeah, so let's start with it. Create a joint, put anywhere, uh, so because anyway we are going to snap it, so right now it doesn't matter where it is. So just go side panel, and yeah, we do have a center line going in it. If not, then you can select any of the circular thing, something like this, and you can see, you can take it as a center pivot. All right, so select the joint, press W to go in the translation mode, press V button, middle mouse drag, and it will snap on this vertex. What I saw, but the thing is, the pivot of the tire is not like here. So for the y-axis and z-axis, it's accurate, but for the x-axis, it should never be here. So why not just pull it back? And it's also should not be in the center too, because it is connected. It is connected to some kind of mechanism over here at the end of the end of this tire, and it should be it's or some tire mechanism is also here. So we will assume this is the x center of it. All right, the x-axis is also done, so turn on the x-ray mode, by the way, and this is going to rotate this whole tire. So let's see, go for constraint. We are not going to use right now the skin on it because it will make it heavy. And yes, it's a tip, there's a one pro tip. If something you can work with as a constraint without skinning it, please constraint it, do not skin it. A skin makes the rig heavier. So just constraint it. Okay, so I select the joint, I select the tire group, now add it. So now if we rotate this, and it's rotating, and also if we try to move this, the tire move. So yes, so now the tire joint is ready, so why not rename it tire center, tire center joint, make the C capital, so make it more better to see. All right, so joint is now ready. So now the second thing, we're gonna need one of the controller. Let's go with our old circular controller, make it radius according how much you want. So let's just make 50 here over here, and if it's not working, go for linear. Let's just play with some kind of section in it, so why not? Let's scale this up. All right, this looks better. So let's name it tyre underscore ctl, tire control. So you can do anything. You can just parent constraint this to this, or you can just make it child over here. So what we're gonna do is select the controller, edit, delete by type, history. So it's all the input node will go on. So make the child of it and P. And yeah, this controller pivot is in the base, and this thing is in the child. So let's make one more controller, and let's just snap it over here. Select the controller, then select joint, then go for yeah, select the controller, select the joint, go for modify, match transformation, match all transformation. All right, so our controller should be over here. All right, so we can have some value on the controller. Why not go outside, Control G. Now this should be TYRE tire, tire, rod, CTL, Control L, Control A, Control C, copy this, build this, CTL, GRP. Now you go here, clean this up, history. Now put the control in the group, and this group doesn't have any values. Shift V, take it out first, put it the group, either match the transformation. What I do for the quick, I put the group in here, whatever the translation I see, I make it 0 and pull it out the group. So now group also has value, tire also has same value. Make the child of this control to this, and yeah, so then if you select the controller, it all values should be neutral. So yeah, so now make this bigger. So what we usually do, snap it 90-degree, come over here, pull this controller outside. So I am playing with its shape. I'm not actually moving the controller general transformation. This is just a shape. All the vertices are now placed. That's why it will still maintain its pivot over here. So just do not pull the controller over there directly. Just go in the edit mode and play with its vertices or control points, control vertices. Yeah. So yeah, this one is ready. So let's color it for seeing purpose. Go to attribute, go to control, go to then display, go to the drawing overrides, enable override, and go to color index and change this color. Let's see, we need this to be okay, orange color. Yeah, and this controller should be, turn it on, and should be blue color, I think. All right, this looks good, better. Yeah, so why not make this controller child of this controller, and now this joint is also the same point. Let's make the child over here. So what it will do now, so we will also have one more controller directly to spin it, and we also do have one more group, so we can play this group and use it as a auto rotate. So yeah, so let's just set up its auto rotation now. So what we're gonna do is there are two way we can do. We can use as a node editor and add some multiply divide node on it, and we can use expression editor. So here I am thinking about expression editor. So let's go for the expression editor, or yeah. So select the controller, Windows, then go for animation and go for expression editor, and here you can put okay, this is selected. What we need to do, okay, this group we are going to use the controller group over here, and this rotation is, if you check it, rotation X. So why not, this controller group is, we can see over here, and rotation X. So whole line we got it from here, copy this, paste over here. So yeah, so now this is a children, this is going to be controlled by, then put equals to, then put the controller name, and this is tire control, TYRE, and then CTL. Okay, and what I'm doing is I'm trying to copy this name tire, but this should be underscore, and then we're gonna do it as a, because this is what we're going to translate in the z-axis, so why not put translate. So TRA and SLA translate, and which axis it should be, z-axis. So compare this. In some case, sometime it gives error. Sometime if we miss any kind of naming or up and down, then it will be gone totally. Then again we have to type. So it's better like copy this and try to make Tyreautoration tire auto rotation. Okay, so yeah, so copy this and try to create it. Okay, yeah, we have now successfully created this. So from this, what we are going to achieve is like if we select this and go forward in the y-axis, and even if you go in the negative axis, the tire will also follow this, and also it is going to be act as it is rotating. So eyeball in the side axis, so let's see if its circumference is matching or not. So then we can multiply that value with this, so we can have the actual rotation. So eyeball it. So as you can see, our controller is going forward, but the rotation is not as real as believable. So it's the slow rotation. So we need more value out of it. So why not go for expression editor again? If you lost the expression, but we created, so go for select filter, go for first option, biopsy name, and you will see how many expressions in your scene. Right now we have only one expression. Select this and its expression will be coming up here. So yeah, so now what we do, we need to multiply by 1. It will act like same. We need to go above the 1.2. This is asterisk is a multiplying sign, 1.2, and edit it, and yeah, it multiplied. Go check. All right, still not working, so why not crank up the value and give the value to edit, so it should double rotate, and I guess it's working. So yeah, so if it's still not working, then you can play with this end value and it will give you like more and more rotation. If it is more rotating, then you can lower the value from 0 and make it like 0.1, 0.2. So then it will giving the less rotation. All right, so where we have right now, okay, we have now this control over here. Put it anywhere, then you can pull it over here, and you can put it in any kind of rotation, any place, and still you can be able to get the rotation. So far so good, we are doing fine. All right, so now what we need to do, we need to have one control over it. So we don't, what if we don't need this auto rotation kind of thing? We already have one controller, we are happy with the controller. Some kind, if this thing is like traveling, but let's just suppose this thing is traveling in the space or some other car, and if this tire control is also rotating, but we not need any kind of rotation because maybe this tire is not this tire is like not working, it's not properly behaving well. So why not, we have one more extra controller for it. So what we do, we just like add one more attribute over here. This is a relevant controller, so why not add the custom attribute over in this. All right, so we do have one value over here, make it 0, and we have this is also 0, so these are all on grid. All right, so yeah, so we need to add one control over here, edit, add attribute. Yeah, oops, sorry, I edit, select, edit, and add attribute. Yeah, we have one attribute, and what we need to have like auto rotation 0 or 1, it should be on or off. So let's just put auto rot, and make sure this name it should be correct. The A is capital, the R is capital, auto, ROTATION, auto rotation. Okay, and this time we gonna use is either boolean, it should be on or off, 0 or 1, or we can also make it enum 0 or 1, it's fine. So let's use the boolean. All right, what we gonna have is copy this one and put it okay. So here you can see we have one more extra custom which we just make it, and you can see like 0 1 off and on. So 0 means off, and then if you even manually type it, put it 1 and enter, and it will be turned as 1. Make it 0, it will be off. Yeah, so right now if you see, this is rotating, and we're gonna use again this attribute as start connecting in the auto rotation. So go for key set driven, set up, sorry, not the Windows animation, and going for the expression editor, and this control is Tyre rod controller. Okay, and by expression, this expression over here, and now here we're gonna use this, the same thing, Tyre rod controller. This is the name of this, multiply controller dot its attribute. So its attribute was auto, Tion. So remember what we put the auto rotation there, that you should put, not this one. This is displayed attribute, and this is like a fancy one, so not this attribute. Make sure you put the correct attribute. And if you don't know, and if you don't know which is the correct attribute, why not like just go here to give some value, and it should be appearing over here, and you can see it is a, this value is now tire control and auto rotation. This one is the correct its attribute. All right, so turn it off right now, and this one was there, auto rotate, make it edit, and remember it should not turning into red. If it's red, then that means it's not successfully executed, but right now it says result type and there's no other color, it's just a default color, then that means it's successfully executed. So make sure the naming should be right, and it should also be multiplying with this attribute. So let's see what happened. Now go here, track this, and you see the auto rotation is not working at all. Now go anywhere, it's not working. So now we have the control over here. Now turn this is off, make it on, and now you trying to translate it and see the auto rotation is on right now. Go over here and turn it off, and now it should be not working. All right, so by default it should be on. It should be on by default. Yeah, and all right, cool. So now this auto rotation is also done, the attribute we have created. So till now, if you're liking the video, so make sure like, subscribe, and do comment it out if you have any kind of question. And yeah, so if you have thinking like this is going too fast, then pause my video, just copy step by step whichever I am doing, so you will have the exact result which I have. And don't worry about the tire size, it will work with the any tire size. As you can see, we are having the values multiplying with it, so yeah, it will be fine. So just copy my steps, each steps, and even you are beginner or intermediate level or advanced level, you will be finding the same thing working with you. All right, so the third and the last thing which we are trying to do is we need one more controller. So if we push that controller, then that tire should be acting like it's squeezed. It should be acting like it's squeezing at the bottom. So if the vehicle has some pressure on it, and it should be squeezing. So let's first make this one more controller, hide the whole group. Okay, both H, so both is gone now. Let's go on this mode. Let's go on the curve and double click this. Make sure this is not cubic, this should be 1. So that's why you're gonna have a sharp edges. Okay, we will try to make a custom controller, and we need to have a custom controller shape. So I want to make a arrow. So just go press X, so it will snap to any of this grid corners. Okay, X, come over here and here, and just act like this. So in this way you can have your own custom controller, and yeah. So let's make it large. Even you can modify whichever you want. Go for X, and I think yeah, this look fine. So make it a center pivot. Windows, modify, center pivot. So yeah, this is the center of the controller. Press V, X, and pull it out, and phrase transform this. Modify, phrase transformation. So this should be PRESSU. Okay, make it DY, tire pressure CTL. Okay, this is now the control of the tire pressure, or make it pressure, or a squeeze, push, squash, SQUASH. Why not make it direct squash controller? All right, so copy this name, and then Control G, paste it over here, and instead of controller, put underscore grp group, and this would be the control group. So yeah, turn on everyone is coming. Okay, this control is big. We will rename it. We will resize it for sure. So now snap this over here, coming over here, and okay, we can modify this position also. So first snap on the center. And this is snap it or transformation, and you see it has like a rotation over here. Why not? And then pull out the group over here. Okay, first squeeze this too much. Go for control vertex, and now scale this up, scale down. All right, this is good. Now also make this rotation, like, because this pressure should be in the bottom, it should be, arrow should be like looking down. All right, and this should be in here. I think it's correct now. All right, it's too much. Scale this. Pull this up, and also make this more small. Correct, and give this a color. Why not? Make this a red color, so it should be like more visible, or make this a yellow color. Why not? Yeah. So now this is a squash control. It should be somewhere here in the tire. It's totally fine. Its position, because we only going to need its translate y-axis, and yes, we also going to limit its translation on the y-axis. So yeah, it should be acting like minus, I should be like -5, 0 to 5. So okay, so I'm gonna show you how you can limit this. It should not go beyond that, and select the controller, and go over here in the control, and go over here in the limit transformation, and go on the translate and check for the y. So right now it's 0, pull it at 0, turn on. Now it's locked negative. This is a minimum, and that other side will be the maximum. So make the value 5. I was thinking like fine is good. Okay, okay, sorry, turn it on, make it the value 5, and yeah, and it's turned on now 0 to 5. Now it's locked. So you will see if it is turned on, the y value is not, it should go up, Okay, I should be giving the negative y. I have given the positive y. So let's go fix that. Okay, make this negative 5, and this should be 0. Maximum should be 0 and minimum should be negative 5. All right. So if you come over here and check this in the y-axis, and it's going negative 5 and it's locked on the 0, it's not going above that. All right. So our control is ready now. Why not hide this, all of the unnecessary attribute? Let's select all the attributes, go lock and hide. Now we are only with visibility. Okay, let's get rid of the visibility too, lock and hide, and yes. Okay, is a good time to save your project. Control Shift S star. Why not save? Don't forget to save your file. All right, the file is saved now. Okay, my file is somehow is saving in the MB. Yeah, it's saved. Cool. So let's start with this. This is parent constraint which I have done in the whole group. So, but why this tire is out? Because we're gonna use this tire as a deformer to putting on. So first delete this parent constraint, and what we are going to see is now we have this joint which initially constrained the group. So we just take it as an inner group, and then we can constrain parent and go for the parent constraint. So now the tire will be left alone. So what we're gonna do, select this and go for deform. Then we're gonna go for its delta lattice. We're gonna use the lattice for it. So yeah, by default, whatever it is, first create it, then we're gonna edit it. All right, so now we're gonna see 251. This is 5, but we only going to use at the bottom. So why not increase the value? All right, the value is increased now. Then this we're gonna, this looks fine now. So this is base, and yeah. So why not FFD put name this also TYRA FFD lattice, and this should be also tar. It's always a good habit to rename everything. All right, base is also renamed, so I guess hide the base. All right, so we need two more joints so we can skin this lattice. Yes, we can skin the lattice too. So let's skin it. Go to create rigging skeleton, and we need a joint. Press W. All right, it's not working. Why not? I don't know. All right, sorry. Create joint. Yeah, my bad. W, and we need it at the center point. We already know this is at the center of the grid. So why not make it's the center? We only need to go on the top. Go over here on the top of the lattice, which is also the top of the tire. Then Control D. Go over here at the bottom. So why not make the translation 0, which should be actually 0 0. Everything 0 0. Cool. So now two joints are ready. This should be TYRA tip, or you can say top joint. Control C, Control P, and this should be the base or bottom joint, just base joint. Yeah. So just this one, select the both joint, select this one, put the skinning, bind skinning, selector joints, apply and close. So now two joints are skinned. If you see, select this joint only, this will driving the lattice, and lattice is driving our tire. So how we're gonna do this? Let's now we need to paint out the weight on the lattice. So we can directly visually, we cannot paint it. So there's a one method I'll show you. select the lattice, go in the lattice point, select each and every vertex. So we're gonna isolate this bottom 4 one, and this all we will see how to paint the weight over here. So go to Windows, General Editor, then go to your component editor, and in this component editor make it little large, make it large, go to the smooth skin section, and here you can see this is like tire base and this is tire top, and how these are all vertices, like which vertex, every vertices are listed over here, and this is the lattice shape. So we don't need in the top, we only need the tip top joint should be, and there should be no values of the bottom should be here. So only we need the top. So select this one, drag select the bottom one, press 0, enter. So you see now all of this value is gone, only the top, this all vertices have now only this joint. Yeah, so now the last 4 vertices remains because we did not touch this vertex. I select this FFD, go for lattice mode, select this bottom one, and you see it also has a 4, and in the base we don't need any top values. Make the top value 0, or you can alternatively go make the base value 1, enter. Alright, so this component editor work is done now, so let's go over here. Now check what we are now having over here. So now just select the top, as you can see. Now we can squeeze the tire. So yeah, so why not? Now what we gonna do, hide this lattice, hide it over here, and we gonna need this two joints should be translating together, so this joint will take the tire with it. So it should also be rotating, so just we, we can connect this controller, to this joint. All right, so just select the controller, and this will also rotate this. So what we can do, make this one should rotate, but this should be the auto rotation value over here. So yeah, this one, the group, because it has incoming auto rotation, so why not? All right, the joint, let's go with the joint, forget about everything. The joint constraint, and we are using over here is our point constraint. Apply over here, and then same thing we're gonna do with the base, apply over here. Now let's check out what is happening. So still we did not connect this. Okay, the top should not be connecting with that, and this tire squash should be going with this. Select this, make the squash constraint and point. Yep, and this should be actually giving constraint to this top one. Okay, constraint, point, and point. So what it's gonna do now is it's gonna squeeze it. All right, so now technically this controller should follow this. So you can see the translation is unlocked, and instead of this tire rotation following this, let's put this parent over here so it can also go, and this controller should giving this one as a constraint, point constraint. So now what will happen is the tire should also go down. Okay, now we need to change this also. go for this, go for this, skin, constraint this, and this one. So yeah, so this one going constraint, point constraint to the base, and this controller giving the point constraint to the top. All right, so keep changing as if you are not seeing the result which you actually wanted, keep changing it. So as a rigger, like we always do, even we know something is working, but sometimes it did not. So it differs from scene to scene. So let's check out which one works for you the well. All right, now this controller has like tire going, and also is the squeezing. This tire is also squeezing it. You can see now. So the only thing remains is now is squeezing, but this is not out. It should be coming out. So let's fix that one too. Why not? So now we're going to use a set driven key for that. So let's just go for animation key set driven. All right, and this should be the driver. Put it in a driver, and this joint which has only translation is, but we can use it scale now. It should be driven now, and its scale should be happening in the x-axis. So translation, put the scale x and the key. So if 0, then translation x, and if it is going to the whole value -5, okay, -5 is also too much by the way, but let's go for 2. Sure, 2. If it is going for 2, then check the base and how much it should expand. Let's expand it manually. And so this, let's get this one, expand around scale 1.5. All right, and now you can make key. And you see if this the value is not like you are not liking the value, you need to more like going up the value. Let's check out how much lattice we can do. So we gonna increase the value. We're gonna increase this vertices and adding this to the tip. Okay, now this 4 we need to add this tip joint over here. So this tip joint weight over here, so this is also going to expand a little bit. So yeah, go for select this 4 vertices which we need of the lattice, go for Windows General, and then go for component editor and go to the smooth skin section. But you see how we're gonna do this, because this is only the tire top joint is showing, the other joint is not showing at all. So how you gonna add the value on this? So the trick is shift select the other vertex in which you know that it should be having the other joint value. So if as as fast as I selected this other joint, and you see it's popped out with the value, and this has the value 1. So we are not going to touch the bottom vertex because this is the bottom one. We are just playing with the 4 vertices which we need in this scene. So now go out from the isolation mode. Let's just put the volume 0.5 and see now it's too much. 0.3 or maybe 0.2. All right, fine. 0.2 looks good. So yeah, so now lattice is also done. Hide the lattice, turn off this. So yeah, so now you can see we have this value. So this value actually should lock over -2. This should not go more than 2. Okay, right. So let's lock this value -2. So this will work our best from the -2. All right, now this one's locked. Yeah, this one squeeze now. So this is how you're gonna use the squeeze of the tire. You go down and now it's working. All right then. So this conclude our rigging the tire, and it has the custom auto rotation. We have covered the auto rotation attribute, turn on and off with the expression editor. It has the main controller which will go in the translate and it will auto rotate, and we can turn it off and on. We have now squash controller which it will follow. So this is squash controller we have created. So let's start time to test it out. Let's now translate, select this and check this if the auto rotation is on. It's fine. Let's go with the auto rotation. If you translate this and you see, okay, so the tire is not rotating, but if you see the tire is falling along, so why not? We just fix that. We should fix that. So select this, the last thing we're gonna do, select this joint, center one, select this one, the tire, and it's not rotating. So let's just put a constraint in the orient. Yeah, it's going on this geometry alone, the rotation. So now we're gonna test it. If we select this, go rotation anywhere. Yeah, so go anywhere. Now use the squash and push it, and this tire is now squeezed, and now it act like it's squeezed. Yes. So it look like it's working fine now. So this concludes our this lesson, and I hope you learned something from it. So yeah, so this is all about the tire rigging with the squash setup with auto rotation. We covered it up. So this is also going into the advanced level of the tire rigging setup. So yeah, so if you like this video, please like, subscribe, comment it out. If you need some more explanation, if you need some kind of help, and if you need this file also, please comment it out. I'll share with you. And if something is not making sense of you, please do ask me. And also please like practice. And something is like, if you want this like exact which I have done, just again I said again, just download it from the internet, any kind of tire, and just whatever I have done, just try to replicate it step by step. If you don't understand, please pause the video, repeat and watch it again, and slow down the video, repeat it again, and you will have the result. That's my guarantee. So yeah, all right, so this video is done. I'll meet you in the next video. Till then, bye bye.